From Sasquatch to sparkly vampires, the Pacific Northwest is no stranger to, well, strange phenomena. So is it really that surprising that the country's obsession with flying saucers also launched right here in the Evergreen State?
June 24th, 1947, a pilot from Boise, Idaho named Kenneth Arnold was flying near Mount Rainier when he saw something extraordinary. He saw what he thought were 11 or so shiny discs speeding through the mountains at 1,000 miles an hour. He was dazzled. When he landed at Pendleton, Oregon, he talked to reporters about it, and he described the discs as moving like a saucer skipping across the water, and the term flying saucer was born.
But before Kenneth Arnold spotted the saucers near Mount Rainier, there was another incident that occurred just days prior, the Maury Island Incident. On June 21st, 1947, Tacoma resident Harold Dahl, his son, and their dog were in their boat headed towards Maury Island when they saw 6 huge flying discs in the sky. Dahl said one of the craft appeared to be unstable and began to eject lava-like hot debris, some of which damaged his boat, injured his son, and killed their dog. The next day, a mysterious man in black appeared at Dahl's home with a warning to keep what he saw to himself. This was the first reported sighting of the men in black. A few days later, pilot Kenneth Arnold saw what he described as saucer-like objects flying near Mount Rainier. When he landed in Oregon to refuel, he told reporters what he saw, and the story quickly traveled across the country. But it didn't stop there. Just days later, on July 4th, 1947, United Airlines Flight 105 took off from Boise, Idaho, and within minutes spotted 2 separate formations of wingless discs. Captain Emil Smith, the co-pilot Ralph Stevens, and their flight attendant were able to keep these unidentified formations in view for over 10 minutes. When they landed, they too talked to reporters about what they saw, but their story was quickly overshadowed by the mother of all UFO stories, the Roswell crash. According to the Vashon Beachcomber, Kenneth Arnold held a special meeting at the Winthrop Hotel in Tacoma at the end of July 1947 to hear Harold Dahl's story about the Maury Island incident. Dahl stuck to his guns but said he'd received so much grief over it, he'd gladly say it was a hoax just to get out of the press. Both the Air Force and the FBI prepared reports about what happened on Maury Island and other UFO incidents. Thousands were reported just in 1947 alone. Since World War II had only just ended, the US government took all these claims seriously. What if what people were seeing were actually spy planes? Even today, Washington still honors its connections to UFO lore. If you head down to Des Moines, you can visit the Maury Island Incident mural. And groups like the Seattle UFO Network gather to share their curiosity, and for some, their sightings and experiences with UFOs. So, what do you think? We alone in the universe?